Someone has to stop this billionaire from buying everything on the planet. Elon Musk has just announced that he has officially bought Facebook. This news has shocked millions across the globe. First Twitter and now Facebook. Musk apparently wants it all. Why did Elon Musk suddenly buy Facebook? And will he also make drastic changes in it just like he did for Twitter? Join me today in this video as we explore why Elon Musk just bought Facebook. Since Elon Musk is the second richest individual on the globe, none of us could possibly have wealth levels as high as that of Elon. Big influence also comes with great wealth. In the world of social media, Elon Musk still has an unparalleled effect. Musk tweets have an immediate effect on cryptocurrency values. Elon Musk has recently been blowing his cash on some rather pricey things. Consider Twitter. The wealthy tech enthusiast recently claimed the microblogging platform as his own. He purchased Twitter for an astounding $44 billion or $54.20 per share. For all of the company's shares, Twitter CEO Elon Musk is currently seated on its throne. Everyone is aware of the Twitter situation and how Elon ended up buying the company. However, one thing is now clear as a result of the purchase of the American social networking site for microblogging. Elon Musk is hailed as the defender of free speech. Now that free speech is supported, the cyber billionaire has significantly returned to the market and bringing back the earlier site limitations. It would also appear that he bought Twitter mostly because he enjoyed the website itself. On that platform, Elon Musk amused millions every day with his humor. Elon Musk is a hero in communities besides Twitter. Musk is regarded as a hero by several businesses, as is evident: SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and the Boring Business. Since Twitter is a rather valuable corporation, this action can also be considered a wonderful investment strategy. Additionally, Twitter announced that there were approximately 206 million monetizable daily active accounts in the second quarter of 2021. Many people also sometimes log into their account. However, one side of the coin is hidden. Daily Twitter users are in the millions. And for Elon Musk, a large user base equals a large revenue stream. Musk, though, asserts that he purchased Twitter for mankind. Musk states that he wants the civilization to have a common digital town square. He also says, Twitter cannot become a free-for-all hellscape, where everything can be said with no consequences. The platform must adhere to the laws of the land. However, the topic of this video is not how Elon Musk acquired Twitter. It involves trying to figure out why Elon Musk purchased Facebook. And in order to do that, we must first comprehend his strategy for acquiring Twitter. Without further ado, let's examine Elon's motive for becoming interested in Facebook. After hours of extensive research, it can be safely concluded that Musk has personal reasons for buying Facebook. We all know how Elon is. If you follow him on Twitter, you would know he shares his opinions and memes on a daily basis. Even if you don't follow him on Twitter, it is impossible that you wouldn't be aware of this. This is because his memes and thoughts are the most controversial, and he has fun with controversies. He once tweeted, "Am considering taking Tesla private at $420, funding secured." This tweet sparked outrage on Twitter and all other platforms. So much so that the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, launched an inquiry after the post. And Mr. Musk put himself in danger by asserting in a tweet that he had the financing for a buyout without providing any details to support the assertion. He faced a $40 million fine. President Joe Biden, who blatantly overlooks Tesla, even while highlighting the significance of electric automobiles in the US, is the target of a long-running spat between Mr. Musk and Mr. Biden. Mr. Musk relishes in taking on politicians. In another instance, he tweeted, "I keep forgetting that you are still alive." The billionaire attacked Senator Bernie Sanders last year when the liberal hero argued the exceedingly rich should pay greater taxes on Twitter, referring to the president as a damp sock puppet in human form. So, as you can see, Musk enjoys this time on Twitter and does whatever he wants with it. He plans on doing the same with Facebook. Everyone is aware of his plan to reach Mars and live a sustainable life there. For that to happen, he requires funds through his businesses. It is believed that the reason behind his acquiring different platforms is to accumulate those funds. Facebook is one such platform. Musk has also stated that he tweets while on the toilet. Musk has always had a broad interpretation of the First Amendment. We're not sure he realizes it just refers to the government's repression of speech, but we're also not sure he cares. I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech or the globe, and I believe free speech is a social imperative for a functioning democracy. he wrote in his SEC filing. It's unclear what these alterations would be. Musk has suggested an edit button, complained about top Twitter users who don't post enough, and proposed a new authentication layer for Twitter Blue. In between visits to Berlin, Fetish Club's product recommendations are fine, but we don't really understand how they directly relate to the bottom line on April 26th. Several individuals saw a tweet that said, "Now I'm going to buy Facebook and delete it." Elon remarked on April 25th, the day he sealed the acquisition. According to the screenshot, several individuals were persuaded that the tweet came from Tesla's owner. But if you look at his recent tweets, you will note that he did not make this tweet. Elon had already stated that he might be open to purchasing Twitter. So the screenshot regarding Facebook appeared more credible. Elon tweeted in 2017, "I love Twitter." Dave Smith answered, "You should buy it then." He asked what the price was. While this interaction appeared to be typical discourse at the time, individuals were taken aback by how Elon's takeover of the platform revealed itself. Elon stated on April 25th that he had paid $44 billion for the deal. Though people had expected the takeover of Twitter, the case was quite different with Facebook. No one had expected that Musk would ever buy Facebook. And there are reasons behind such expectations. Back in 2020, Musk tweeted, "#delete Facebook, it's lame." This tweet had sparked an outrage itself. People had believed that Musk had no interest in Facebook and that he despises the use of it. In another case, a Twitter user asked Musk to delete the SpaceX Facebook page if he is a man, to which Musk replied, "I didn't realize there was one, will do." Now this is a savage reply. Musk loves to show who the boss is, doesn't he? With such tweets and responses, everyone would think that Elon Musk could never be interested in a platform like Facebook. However, trust me, this is only the start here. Little does everyone know, Musk wants even more than Facebook. Most recently, a partnership between Elon Musk, SpaceX, and Google was revealed, which would be extremely advantageous to both businesses. Through Elon Musk's satellite Starlink, Google will have limitless internet access, according to the deal, while providing Tesla with access to its cloud services, Google. That would employ getting in touch with a lot of customers. SpaceX was obligated to install a number of ground stations at Google's headquarters as part of the arrangement. To make the link possible, this is done. Well, it seems as though a series of circumstances may influence Elon Musk's choice to buy this major search engine company. And right now, we could be looking at Elon Musk's most recent purchase. Otherwise, it had been anticipated to observe Elon Musk's love of gratifying his followers on social media. You should immediately open Twitter and search for Elon's most recent tweets if you don't believe this to be the case. It turns out that the tech billionaire posted a request for votes on Twitter, whether they believed it would be beneficial for him to remain the CEO of Twitter. Since then, the poll has changed to 57.7%, emphasized that Elon Musk should resign from his position as CEO. The Twitter CEO then made another audacious pledge in response. He said that he will follow the results of the poll, added another tweet that read, "As the saying goes, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it." Elon Musk could have given the impression that he was conducting the poll in the dark, but a deeper look indicates that he was already aware of the results. Since he purchased the social media networking site, Musk has faced a lot of criticism. If we could measure it, 57.5% of people think Elon Musk shouldn't be the CEO of Twitter. Otherwise, Musk has long had the intention of stepping down as CEO of Twitter. Even as a witness in a Tesla prosecution, he acknowledged that he no longer desired to continue as CEO, adding that he intended to step down as Twitter's CEO. Twitter CEO Elon Musk's smooth exit is nothing new. It will only be a matter of time until we learn the identity of the new mystery CEO. He even claimed to have a name in mind. There is only one conceivable explanation for Elon Musk's behavior, and that is that he was probably looking somewhere else. There is no denying that Elon Musk loves having his fingers in a variety of industrial pies. Neither has he yet officially retired from anything. Google seems to be the most recent paradigm changer. Musk supporters seem to have predicted his next important actions. An avid Musk admirer named Harris Falconer wanted Elon Musk to buy Google, even though he may have said it in fun. Sometimes people like fans may detect something. Future events would make the impact of this more obvious. Not only Google, but Musk even has his eyes on YouTube. In order to have a better grasp of the problem, let's start with the fundamentals, because providing answers to these questions just raises new ones. Elon Musk is a champion of free speech and spreads its virtues all over the place. The rules and guidelines that govern what a video producer may and cannot upload on YouTube are continuously changing. And since the authors have little or no control over this, it essentially robs them of their right to post. Therefore, there is no way Elon Musk wouldn't be interested in going after YouTube if he genuinely cares about what he says. Additionally, YouTube has a far bigger audience than Twitter does, and as we just established, more people equal more revenue. According to YouTube, there will be 2.6 billion people actively using the video streaming service in 2022. That indicates that at least 1 in 4 people on the planet use the platform at least once every month. At least 500 hours of new videos are posted to YouTube every minute. Additionally, the audience is consuming more than 1 billion hours of information per day. For this reason, YouTube is frequently referred to as the second largest search engine in the world behind Google. Therefore, even though it seems unlikely, Elon Musk wanted to get his hands on YouTube, given all these incentives. Since YouTube is owned by Google, it was difficult for Google to allow Musk to take over, but Elon Musk would have to take a significant financial hit to do so. As previously indicated, Twitter costs $44 billion, and each share was valued at $54.20. The stock prices reflected a 38% premium over Twitter's April 1st closing stock price. According to reports, YouTube is worth more than $160 billion on a net basis. The projected $15 billion market value of Twitter means that, in all honesty, Elon Musk gaining control of YouTube at this time was a highly hazardous move. Even if he is the second richest man on Earth, there are some items he should think carefully before purchasing. But let's imagine for a moment that everything drastically changed. Let's suppose he regains his position as the richest guy in the world and is able to purchase anything. Then he would be unstoppable. Musk is right now the second richest man in the world. If he acquires these platforms, there is no telling where he will go from there. The potential in these platforms is more than enough for his goals to be achieved.
Some of the happiest seeming people, actually some of the saddest people in reality. I mean, it's way easier to be mean on social media than it is to be mean in person.
Yes.
Way easier.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the issues with social media, it's been pointed out by many people, is that I think maybe particularly Instagram, people look like they have a much better life than they really do.
Right.
So
by design.
Yeah, people are posting pictures of when they're really happy. They're modifying those pictures to be better looking. Even if they're not modifying the pictures, they're at least selecting the pictures for the best lighting, the best angle. So people basically seem they're way better looking than they basically really are.
Right.
And they're way happier seeming than they really are. So if you look at everyone on Instagram, you might think, man, they're all these happy, beautiful people, and I'm not that good looking and I'm not happy. So I must suck, and that's gonna make you feel sad. So when in fact, those people you think are super happy, actually not that happy. Some of them are really depressed. They're very sad. Some of the happiest seeming people, actually some of the saddest people in reality. And nobody looks good all the time. It doesn't matter who you are. So I think things like that can make people quite sad.
Well,
just by comparison, because you just sort of people generally think of themselves relative to others. It's like we are constantly rebaselining our expectations. And you can see this, say, if you watch some show like Naked and Afraid, or if you just go and try living in the woods by yourself for a while, and you'll learn that civilization is quite great. It has a lot of it. People want to come back to civilization pretty fast. Yeah, well, happiness is reality minus expectations. I mean, the only thing I've kept is Twitter, because I kind of need some means of getting a message out,
Right.
Well, that's about it. So far, so good.
It's hard.
It's mostly, I think it's on balance more good than bad, but there's definitely some bad. So,
do you ever?
Hopefully the good outweighs the bad. There are a vast number of negative comments. For the vast majority of them, I just ignore them. The vast majority.
Yeah.
every now and again get drawn in. It's not good. I mean, it's way easier to be mean on social media than it is to be mean in person.
Yes.
Way easier.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's weird.
No, I think people should be nicer to each other, and give more credit to others, and don't assume that they're mean until you know they're actually mean. It's easy to demonize people. You're usually wrong about it. People are nicer than you think. Give people more credit.
In college, I try to think, well, what are the things that are most going to affect the future of humanity? And I wanted to be involved in at least some of those things. I didn't expect to be involved in all of them. But mostly I just wanted to be involved in things that I thought would matter to the future. And to be able to look back and say, okay, I did something useful there. I think it stems because I had this existential crisis when I was a kid, and tried to figure out what's it all about. And none of the books I read seemed to actually have a good answer. So I read all the religious texts, and I read a bunch of philosophy books, and they're all quite depressing, particularly the Germans. Actually, when I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I thought, okay, this is a pretty good one. Just to sort of try to gain greater enlightenment over time. That seems like a good goal. Because we don't really know what the meaning of life is, or even really what the right questions are to ask. But if we can improve our understanding of the universe, then eventually we can figure out what the right question to ask is. If it's not meaning of life, it's something. I seem to have a high innate drive, and that's been true even since I was a little kid. I really had a very strong drive. Did all sorts of risky things when I was a kid that why did I do those things? They're crazy. I care a lot about the truth of things and trying to understand the truth of things. I think that's important. If you're going to come up with some solution, then the truth is really, really important, I think. I try to think of. It's difficult to obviously come up with things that are praise for oneself, or there's bad and good here. But I think sometimes they're just the things that seem quite clear and obvious to me, and I don't understand why they aren't so obvious to everyone. That's the reason for it. I wouldn't say I'm fearless. In fact, I think I feel fear quite strongly. But if what we're doing is what I'm doing is I think is important enough, then I just override the fear. So, but it's not as though I feel more strongly than I would like. Well, it really depends on the stakes. If the stakes are high, if it's really important, then I will overcome the fear and just do it anyway. But essentially, I just drive overrides fear. When I feel the fear, it's kind of annoying. I wish I felt it less. This is tricky. I suppose coming to North America was my best idea, because I think these things would not have been accomplished almost anywhere else. It's really hard to start a company, but and particularly California, Silicon Valley is very conducive to startup companies, whenever I'd read books in South Africa, it would seem like the cutting edge of technology was in Silicon Valley, and so that's when I wanted to come, and I wanted to move to this mythical place. Okay. Started out with thinking, okay, I'm going to do something in the electric vehicle space, and that's why I originally came to Stanford, was to work on advanced energy storage technologies, in particular ultracapacitors. So that was continuing on research that I'd done as an intern in Silicon Valley in the summer prior. So that's why I originally came out in '95. And then during that summer, I wrote some internet software, and I thought, okay, I can either work on electric vehicle technology, or I could sort of work on internet stuff. try to do something with the internet. And I thought the internet would be something that would dramatically affect the future of humanity. It would be like acquiring a nervous system. And whereas previously communication would have to occur almost by osmosis, from one person to another, or slowly through telephone or mail or something like that. But now, if you have a nervous system, any part of the sort of human collective can know about any other part instantly. Previously you'd have to be at the sort of Library of Congress, even to have the Library of Congress sort of information. But with everything digitized and access anywhere, you could be in a jungle in South America, and if you had just an internet link somehow, you'd have access to all of humanity's information. So it would actually effectively create a superorganism and fundamentally change the nature of humanity itself.